$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. You know, there's a problem with some of you. I can see all your face. Ugh. I don't think that was... you got to get a mask, okay? Sorry. But look, we got two wonderful masks to choose from here in the Rock Shop. Got the KISW skull mask and the KISW camo mask. And it keeps COVID where it needs to be, off your face. And these, by the way, are stocking stuffable. Matter of fact, I just had some ordered because I think I might stuff some stockings. And also give people these masks.
Say, these should be inside thoughts.
Yeah, sorry. I just want to have an Anthony Kiedis Christmas. Can I do that?
Ew.
Okay. Sorry. Anyway, a portion of each mask sold goes to the Washington State Nurses Association, and they do a lot of good work. You know, with those first responders, we want to give them some love, and that you can do by buying one of these KISW face masks today at KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Oh, Beat Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs. It's time to turn down for tequila.
Charge out for what?
Oh, yeah, let's do this.
Tequila.
Yeah, get that tequila. Get that tequila and drink it. All right, I'm going to do it. Let's get to our contestant today. We've got Terry in Lakewood. Terry, are you there?
I'm here.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. Yeah. Goodbye. Get out. Get me some tequila. Yeah. For those playing at home, Terry will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Terry, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. You ready?
Let's do it.
Rum, coconut cream, and pineapple juice make up what tropical cocktail?
Pass.
What branch of the U.S. Armed Forces do the Blue Angels belong to?
Air Force.
No.
Navy.
Yes. A twitcher is another word for someone that watches what animal?
Pass.
Grits are typically made from what grain?
Corn.
Yes. What mid-'80s McDonald's item came in a double container?
McRib.
No.
Pass.
What is the first book of the Bible?
Genesis.
Yes. What car brand offers the Rubicon truck?
Pass.
How many bits are in a byte?
1024.
No.
1000.
No.
Pass.
Celtic music is folk music from what country?
Scotland, Ireland.
Ireland, yes. What is the 6th planet from the sun?
Uranus.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, correct. Not a great score there. Well, what are you going to do?
Well, probably lose.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, you never know. Steve might be distracted. He might just be drunk off of tequila.
Ain't gonna happen.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah.
He might even get that last question. He missed right.
You think so?
He might accidentally get it.
Well, he has to get to it before he can get it.
Oh, well, look at that.
Thanks, John Madden.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, let me just go take the train. You ready?
Ah, yes.
Rum, coconut cream, and pineapple juice make up what tropical cocktail?
Mai Tai.
No. Oh, that's good right now.
Rum. A pina colada?
Yes.
Good job, buddy.
I do. What branch of the U.S. Armed Forces do the Blue Angels belong to?
Navy.
Yes.
Yes.
A twitcher is another word for someone that watches what animal?
Twitch videos?
No.
That's it.
Monkeys.
No.
Twitcher. I'm gonna go with I'm trying to think of like what's that? Kangaroo.
No. Grits are typically made from what grain?
Wheat.
No.
Barley.
No.
Yeast.
No.
I don't know.
What mid-'80s McDonald's item came in a double container?
Double container. Is that the chicken McNuggets?
No.
McRib?
No.
Sunday.
No. What is the first book of the Bible?
Genesis.
Yes. What car brand offers the Rubicon truck?
Jeep.
Yes. How many bits are in a byte?
8 bits.
Yes. Celtic music is folk music from what country?
England.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Steve, you win 5-4.
So close, Terry.
Ew.
Sorry, buddy.
No worries.
The pina colada was it ruined you.
Yep.
Yeah.
He did not escape defeat.
It did not escape this. Nice.
Thank you.
Okay, then.
And you didn't get to the last question. Ooh, nice.
That's really the song.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, brother.
If you're not into yoga,
This is the yacht rock renaissance right
have a brain. If you like making love at midnight,
here. Do we, though?
I don't know.
Totally down to make out at midnight.
Really?
He wants to do more than make out.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like a work night.
Oh, right. Yeah, never mind.
I'm not getting any younger. I need to get up in the morning.
Yeah, you do. And you can't expend that precious energy.
No. The one question you did not get to, what is the 6th planet from the sun?
Venus.
No, it's
Jupiter.
It's the second.
Wow.
No.
Saturn.
Yes.
Boom.
Good job, buddy.
You got it
guys.
without even guessing Uranus. So good
Yeah.
job.
Well,
on
I
that.
figured I'd throw that one away. It's not during the game.
Yeah, Celtic music is folk music from Ireland.
Ireland, damn it. The Celtic warrior, Seamus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. You should have known that.
I know.
Grits are made out of corn. Terry got that one correct.
Yeah.
And does anybody know what kind of animal a twitcher watches?
Vicky
Oh,
does.
birds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twitchers are bird watchers.
I know that from Umbrella Academy.
Oh, yeah.
Does
See
the
that?
Twitch logo have a bird on it?
Yes,
Or-
it does. No.
Twitter
The
does.
Twitter does. And did you know the mascot name of the Twitter icon?
Is it Jack?
No, it's Larry because it's a bird.
Oh, Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, it's right over Danny's head.
Yeah.
And Danny's hair is high, so it's kind of hard to get it
very
over his
high.
head.
If I'm not mistaken, then, if that's true,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, I do believe Larry's alma mater is Indiana, and I think they're white and blue in color. And I wonder if that's why the logo's white and blue as
I
well.
have no idea on that one.
Yeah.
You know, as the Twitter verified champion that I am in the world of professional wrestling, you would think I would know this.
I think Indiana.
You should know all Twitter
I should know my
trivia.
history.
Yeah.
We should check Indiana. For some reason, I just have a vision of Larry in a white and blue college uniform. And speaking of Larry Bird, we have the basketball team that actually pronounces Celtic wrong.
Oh, yeah, the Celtics.
Yeah, which is so weird. It's
Yeah,
like they're
I
the
don't
only time you'll ever hear the word Celtic pronounced Celtic, and I don't understand why they did that in Boston. Because, I mean, there's a lot
No
of
idea.
Irish people in Boston. They named them after, of course, some Irish heritage, obviously.
No rules, bitch.
Yeah.
They do what they want.
Yeah, it's so bizarre that they never were the Celtics, because they should be.
Now, it was funny that we talked about Seinfeld earlier because in the mid-'80s, Jason Alexander, George Costanza did a commercial for this burger from McDonald's that kept the hot side hot and the cool side cool.
Oh, that's right.
I don't remember this.
Oh, I'll
I
find it in a minute. But
I do now. No.
Yes, it was the McDLT.
Yes.
Where they had the hamburger on one side and then the lettuce and tomatoes on another in two separate containers.
McDLT.
I couldn't think of it to save my life, Rev, until you brought it up. I forgot about the McDLT.
Oh, that is hilarious. Yeah, there it is.
And it is a quintessential 80s commercial. Like, people are dancing in the streets like flash dance style.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
It's the tastiest way to enjoy delicious, cool lettuce, tomatoes, and cheese with a hot quarter-pound beef patty on a sesame seed bun.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no bacon. It's just basically a hamburger.
Yeah. The LT is for lettuce and tomatoes. I don't know what the D stands for.
Yeah, I don't. McDonald's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. That makes sense now.
But think about this, though. Rather than just provide you with something else, here's a hamburger, but we'll separate it.
Yeah.
That's all they really did.
Well, yeah.
Which is why
the hot side hot and the cool side cool.
Yeah, they thought that would be a thing. And it turns out it's like, no, how about you put bacon on my hamburger? Then it's like really a McDLT.
Yeah.
I will buy that, which, by the way, now people have done.
Yeah, lettuce stays crisp, the tomato firm and juicy. Because our special package keeps the trimmings cool on one side and the hamburger hot on the other side.
Nice try, McDonald's.
Until you put them together. Do you remember the McJordan?
They had a McJordan?
Yeah, Michael Jordan had his own burger for a second.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. Well, you're Michael Jordan. I suppose you get two #1 franchises like that. Sure.
I mean, this is back in the height of Michael Jordan, of course.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Was it on the menu? Was it called a McJordan?
Oh yeah, it was called the McJordan Special. It was a quarter-pound beef, cheese, smoked bacon, barbecue sauce, onions, mustard, and pickles. Remove the onions, and I'm all about it.
And it was outside of Chicago. I don't remember this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I like the little basketball hoop that they had for the advertising.
It's pretty funny. It's super low budget looking.
Oh, yeah.
There's only $1.99.
Oh, awesome. I want a McJordan.
I'd love to try it. I mean, all you have to do is just get a burger, or you could probably just get a quarter pounder.
The barbecue sauce is
get
key.
barbecue sauce instead of ketchup.
Yeah, that's I think
good.
And don't forget the bacon.
Yeah, smoked bacon.
Oh yeah, and don't forget the onions. Oh, you don't like onions?
I don't like onions. So.
All right, well then you can't have a McJordan, sir.
Yeah,
you're having something else, but it's not a McJordan.
Plus, man, the other day I had that moment where I was like, man, I'm definitely getting old. Because I got myself I'm crossing the streams, but I got myself a Whopper, a double Whopper.
Nice.
Double Whoppers are the way to go.
Yes, okay.
Of course.
Yep.
All right, so
And
this is a good
just
story.
got the sandwich because I was eating healthy, so I didn't want to have the French fries.
Oh, good job.
And it was like $7.99 for just the Whopper.
Yeah.
Because it was a double, so it was a little bit more pricey.
Oh, okay.
And the entire time I'm in the drive-thru, I'm like yelling to myself, like, I thought, well, whatever happened to a burger? It's being like $3.99. I'm like, geez, man, it's 2020. Of course things have gone up in price.
Steve, wow, it's been so long. It does seem expensive to me too, but I haven't had a Whopper in ages.
To get the combo meal, it's like $12.
But you're doing it wrong because I myself got a Whopper yesterday. Actually, I got 2 Whoppers because they're doing 2 for $5. You could have gotten a double Whopper with more bread.
Well, I want less bread.
Well, you could have just taken the bread off.
I could have just taken the patty and thrown it on the other Whopper.
Yes.
That does
save money.
It would have saved you like $3.
That's insane, though. Give you more stuff for less.
Well, it's part of the promotion.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
I get mad at that kind of stuff sometimes.
Only you.
Yeah, you get mad at saving money.
I'd be stoked. I'd get 2 Whoppers.
It's just crazy like that. For a half a second, I'm just like, why are they so expensive? And I remembered, I'm like, this is not like 1997. It's 2020.
But it's also at the same time, I go to fast food restaurants all the time and think the same thing. Like, oh, I'm not going to go to a sit-down restaurant because I don't want to pay a lot. And then I go to a fast food restaurant. I'm like, wait a minute, I just spent how much I would have paid at a sit-down restaurant.
Yep.
What's happening here?
It's just weird to drop more than $10 on a combo meal.
Right.
Yeah, I know. You're right.
I remember when a Big Mac meal was $5.
Yeah, we're getting old.
Back in the day.
I know.
Oh, man.
But man, I'll drop that $7.99 anytime.
Okay, well,
worth
good.
every penny.
They got your cash.
Oh, the Whopper's so great. And then when you throw another patty on there, forget about it.
Well, I would imagine if you have one Whopper and then you throw a second Whopper, it's got to be really great.
It's just meaty and awesome.
So what about a third Whopper? You going to do it?
Whoa.
I mean,
don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah, I got to be thinking you can have it your way at Burger King. So you go, hey, that double Whopper? Yeah, make it a triple.
Or I get a double Whopper and then get the 2 Whoppers for $5 and then get a quadruple. Have a quadruple.
Whoa. Well, then you can have a quadruple bypass and you'll have a great day.
I just drive off the road.
Yeah. We got a fire chief that's in trouble all because he ate sushi. Well, Steve, you'd be arrested for all the sushi you eat. I don't know. What did he do? We'll tell you what this fire chief did at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs. Mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load, terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Your home equity. It could be an untapped opportunity instead of an untouchable asset. Introducing HomeTap. HomeTap is an investor, not a lender. They give you cash in exchange for a share of your home's future value. Use it to pay off debt, make renovations, fund a business, or just live a better life. There's no interest or monthly payments to worry about. HomeTap. Get more from home ownership. Get more from life. Subject to eligibility, terms and conditions apply. Visit HomeTap.com to apply in minutes. That's HomeTap.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. There's a fire chief in Texas who's under review after photos were made public in which he was eating sushi displayed on a mostly nude woman at a firefighter's 50th birthday party this year.
Oh, man. All right, guys. Next time I have a birthday, that sounds like my kind of party.
Yeah.
I don't even need the naked part. I just want the sushi.
Was that, Rev, did you do that?
What?
Did you, did
Rev used to be a naked sushi model.
I thought somebody on our show or somebody we knew actually did do that because it was a big trend 10 years ago where Japan introduced basically like you would eat sushi off of these naked, somewhat naked people. They weren't completely naked, really.
Rev did it as a zombie.
Oh.
Well, they ate me.
That's what it was.
Like, yeah, I was killed at a horror convention by some zombies. They brought me into the back, and then when I came back, I had a grill coming out of my chest, which had sausage and eggs.
Yeah, I was going to say you weren't sushi. You were more like sausage and eggs.
I was the breakfast buffet.
Yeah.
Which is still the greatest picture. I remember seeing that picture. It's awesome.
Fantastic.
But there was a restaurant that I remember when it opened here in the Northwest in Seattle forever ago, maybe 12, 15 years ago, and that was like the big talk was like, oh, there's a naked sushi restaurant that people could go to where like the leaves were creatively placed on certain parts of the woman's body. And there's a controversy about that because, everyone's upset about everything.
Yeah. Well, it's you know what? Guess what? People are upset about this again.
Who?
Well, these photos of the San Antonio fire chief, Charles Hood, posing next to this woman, has basically had him come under fire. He's had to apologize. He wasn't in uniform, but the city manager of San Antonio said, quote, "We all have to be aware that our actions outside of the workplace, good, bad, or otherwise, reflect on the organization we represent."
I mean, he wasn't doing body shots off of a stripper. And even then, whatever, it's your own time. It's not like he's doing it on the job.
Yeah, he's been the fire chief since 2007. And he said, look, man, I certainly didn't intend to offend anyone. And if I did, I sincerely apologize. Employees are also prohibited from taking part in behavior that would bring discredit upon the department or cast it in a negative light. So there you go, Steve. You know what?
I was going to call the fire department to help this house fire that I had, but then I saw that the fire chief was taking pictures with a woman with sushi on her body parts, and I just said, I do not want anything to do with them.
Yeah, so should we have nothing to do with Japan? Because I think they're the ones that started this tradition. So should we basically just say, I guess Japan is just completely narrow-minded. We should never talk to them again.
And I see the picture, and it's not like as if he was doing anything creepy. It wasn't like he was putting his tongue on one of the rolls. He was just posing next to the woman. It seems harmless, but I mean, people get worked up about nudity, I guess. Way more than I would be worked up about this because she's really not even naked.
Yeah, because exactly. All of the things that you aren't supposed to see are covered. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I remember people were like, so we're eating off of a woman. What does that even mean? And I don't know. I'm not from Japan. I didn't make this culture, this whole thing up. I don't know what it means. For me, I don't want to eat like this. I just feel like eating off of a person is not how I want to have my dinner. But if other people want to, what do I care?
I agree. It would be so awkward to be sitting there as there's just a person, and like, do you talk to them? Do you ask for their opinion if you're talking about like you're having a conversation where you're like, I'm debating with Danny over something, who's the best center fielder ever for the Mariners? And like, you know what? Let's ask this lady that we're eating food off of. Maybe she can answer this.
And I never understood it when it first started, and I think it's a cultural thing. Again, you'd have to talk to somebody who created this in Japan and ask them what it means, because I don't get it.
You should try it. Maybe you'll really like it.
But I don't get
not in
this.
2020, thanks.
Why? What does it mean? Like, I love sushi. I usually have it on a plate, which seems to be, or go from a buffet. When did this become a thing that somebody in Japan said, here's a good idea?
I just love how you absolutely need like a meaning for it, other than it's a naked lady and it could be fun.
It's all about the pomp and circumstance. Like, all I want to do is just like, maybe eat like, a steak and some food. But sometimes I like going to a place where the guy's going to do crazy fire tricks and flip his spatula and make, a volcano, and then put it out with a little thing that looks like it's like, going number one on the.
Yeah, that's fun. I'm with you. I enjoy that.
But I'm sure some people are like, why do you need to do that? It's all about just show. It's about presentation. It's just like it's a form of entertainment. And this is another form of that.
Yeah. And actually, BJ, I looked up the meaning of it all, and it actually is a practice that apparently dates back to the samurai period in Japan, and it was a subculture to the geishas. So it would be the geishas who would feed you naked sushi.
Huh. All right. And I'm a man of history and tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually as a celebration. Usually as a celebration of a victorious battle.
Yeah, usually warriors, and you're a warrior, Steve.
That's right. And Luda's a warrior princess.
Perfect.
You gonna get her some naked sushi?
Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe like a dog treat on the person's foot or something. I don't know.
Oh, there you go. I can't wait for that.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
Well, being a country that's supposed to be welcoming of everybody and understanding of other cultures, apparently, especially when we know the history behind it, apparently you can't celebrate some of those other cultures because it reflects badly on the fire department. Like Steve said, well, you know what? I won't call the fire department out if my house is on fire because of this. So, yeah, they reflected badly, so I'll just let my house burn down.
Yeah, fire my pants after seeing that picture. Sorry.
Wow. And now we've got defeat level 10.
That's right.
Okay, then.
Just trying to...
I'm not sure what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Trying to add some input on.
Oh, try to add some input. Oh, okay.
Thanks. What's going on in the Chief's head.
Yeah, thanks for your input.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's in trouble because, there were photos that were made public of him eating sushi off of a woman who was mostly nude. Based on this, whether it be at work or anywhere else, finish this sentence. Yeah, I can't believe I got in trouble for doing blank. 206-421-ROCK, text us at 77999. Finish this sentence. I can't believe I got in trouble for doing blank. You call us your texts after Puddle of Mud on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. A fire chief in Texas is in trouble after photos were made public in which he was eating sushi displayed on a mostly nude woman. Based on this, whether it be at work or anywhere else, finish this sentence. I can't believe I got in trouble for doing blank. 206-421-ROCK, text us at 77999. And we got Paul over here who's in Bremerton. Paul, you are on The Rock.
Greetings, fellow H-Holes.
Good morning, Paul. What you got for us, buddy?
Well, I work for a major grocery store, and I not accidentally, but I caught one of my coworkers pleasuring herself in a meat locker.
Did you say himself or herself?
Herself, I think.
Herself.
Oh, well,
Dear Penthouse, I never thought this would happen to me.
I mean, if that's
walking into a meat locker.
Yeah, for me, that would be a lot better than walking in on a dude doing that sort of activity. And wow, and I mean,
you know what? Honestly, I think I'd rather walk in on a dude.
Really?
Just because I feel like I have less of a chance of like just a weird HR moment. Like I don't even know what I would say and respond. Like neither is going to like. I'm not going to be like, yeah, you know what I mean. But like,
well, it really depends on where you put that frozen hot dog, though.
Very true.
But anyway, I asked her out on a date, and she went to HR, and she got me fired for sexual harassment.
Wait, how is that possible? If she was actually was she really doing something? And did you report that?
Absolutely, she was doing something.
So did you tell HR about that?
I did. And they
And?
did not believe me because this was in the late 80s and it was the women's world back then.
Okay.
I mean, I don't mean to sound, sexist or anything, but that's how it was when...
No, don't worry. You're the least sexist person in the room.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Thank you, sir.
So what did you say when you walked in on her? You didn't ask her out on a date when you walked in on her doing it, did you? Or was this like...
No, this was about 2 hours after I caught her.
So 2 hours
And the
after you
very
caught her?
next day,
By the
yeah,
way,
about
would you
2
like to-
hours after, and I said, hey, I saw what you were doing, and I think you're kind of hot. Would you like to go out on the date?
Oh, and that's
And the very-
probably, yeah. See, dude, you don't know that. You understand? You know how life is. It's all about technique and approach. And
What are you talking
I was
about?
17, BJ. I was 17, thinking with the wrong head.
Absolutely. 17. I think
Yeah.
anyone would make a stupid decision. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I love that you're like, hey, I saw what you were doing, and I think you're hot. We should go out sometime.
And she was mortified and went and complained and basically just got you. And, I could see that actually happening. I mean, because as a dude, and Paul, I appreciate the call, because as a dude, I remember how I used to think. I'd be like, oh, she's into that because back then, women weren't as free to basically just say, look, this is what I do with my life, but that doesn't mean it's an open invitation for every creep to come calling on me. But back then, we just thought, well, most women aren't really open enough to be able to talk about this, so you must really like this. I really like this. So it was like logic. Let's get together. It wasn't anything being mean. It was just like, I like doing that. I've been looking for a woman that likes doing that.
Together, we can do that.
I think we're a match made in heaven in my stupid male brain. And I could see that woman being mortified, like, you don't understand. I can't have anybody know that I was doing this because it's the 80s and women just don't get judged fairly like they, for doing something like that.
So I'd like to know, I'm curious about the HR department. So when she walks in there and says, hey, I just want to report him. He asked me out on a date and I felt sexually harassed. Did they not ask, like, well, what was going on? Like, did she share all the info? Like, I was in the middle taking care of myself. 2 hours later, he decides to ask me out on a date. I feel very insulted by that.
Well, Steve, these are good questions, but in the 80s, would anybody ever believe that there was a woman in a meat locker doing what he claimed that she was doing? They would have probably just thought he was making it up.
I'd be going into that meat locker every night, just looking very
Just in case.
Well, there is that, yeah.
It's like the one time I found $20 walking to school, and I walked to school for the rest of the year. There might be a chance.
Right. Good point. You never know when you'll find that lucky quarter.
And the meat locker's cold.
Well, for you and I was thinking the same thing. Let's ask our expert, Vicky. Vicky, cold weather, is that a deterrent to having a fun time?
No, I lost my virginity in the middle of December outside. So
Oh, well, I hope you find it sometime.
I know. I've been looking for it.
Yeah, cold weather. That would just be a little much.
That's another Seinfeld reference. I just get out of the pool. I mean, we're not in good states of readiness when it's cold.
Yeah, it's harder for guys. No pun intended.
Hey, no, actually, it's not. If you know what I mean.
So it's like I got fired. So it's like I work construction. I got a noise complaint from the neighbor, and we got in trouble because we were talking about an episode of King of the Hill.
Oh,
maybe they're more of like a Simpsons fan.
Yeah, that could very well be. Yeah.
So it's like I can't believe I got in trouble for hanging out with the boys and not making sure that the Wi-Fi was working in my 1-year-old's bedroom.
What?
Huh?
I totally didn't understand that.
He was hanging out with his friends instead of working on the Wi-Fi in his 1-year-old's bedroom.
Oh, I thought he was working on the wife. I was just like, that's what I heard.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. The way you said it, it's like instead of working on the wife in the bedroom. I'm like, what?
Did you hear that, Danny?
No, I heard Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I heard Wi-Fi too.
Oh, wow. You know what? Then I'm the one that was mistaken.
Maybe you were in the meat locker.
I was at the meat locker working on the Wi-Fi. Well, here's an interesting stat. 7 out of 10 parents are spending more money on Halloween decorations this year. And their kids, not even the top reason why. So why are they doing this? I'm going to tell you. We'll do that at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Usually with my office, we do a flat fee that includes all your court costs, filing fees, credit counseling, credit reports, in one cost. In Chapter 13 cases, that usually starts at about $900. With Chapter 7 cases, the total cost, including all your court costs, attorney fees, is usually about $1,500. We offer payment plans on Chapter 7, so you can start a file with my office for as little as $200. You can send your creditor calls to us. We'll take your creditor calls while you gather up your information and make payments on the rest of the fees. With Chapter 13 cases, we can make payment arrangements in most cases as well and get your case filed even sooner in a Chapter 13 case because of the reorganization aspect to it.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load, terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.